Coming up on News 20 at 5, closing arguments will be made in the hazing case of FAMU's deceased band member Robert Champion.
And find out how residents at Havana Heights Apartments are coping with the aftermath of last week's fire. And
also, we have the latest stats on the NBA playoffs. News 20 at 5 starts right now.
From the highest of 7 hills in Florida's capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend, this is the award-winning News 20 at 5 Live.
Good afternoon and welcome to a special edition of News 20 at 5. I'm Donovan Long.
And I'm Ayana Young.
City Commissioner Scott Maddox announced Thursday that he will run for Leon County Superintendent in 2016. Maddox says that it is time to put the kids first. Maddox wants to restore public trust in the superintendent's office with transparency and accountability. Now, City Commissioner Scott Maddox announces his run for superintendent in a time where the current superintendent has been under FBI investigation. Erica Miles is live in the newsroom with more details. Erica.
That's right, Donovan. The Leon County School District has been under investigation under current Superintendent Jackie Pons. An FBI investigation into Leon County schools involves allegation of theft and other illegal acts related to federally funded programs. Now, at this time, it is unknown if Pons will run for another term, but if he does, he will run against Maddox and potentially others. Thanks. Back to you guys at the desk.
Erica, thank you. Now, the state and the defense are making closing arguments in the case of Robert Champion, who was killed during a hazing ritual after the Florida Classic game in 2011. Benjamin McNamee, Aaron Golson, and Daryl Colonel were the final 3 defendants charged in the death of Champion. If they are convicted, they can face up to 15 years in prison. Meanwhile, a destructive fire happened last week at the Havana Heights Apartments. Although there were no deaths, some residents feel more could have been done to prevent it. Multimedia journalist Ayana Young has the story.
The fire was located in Building E at the Havana Heights Apartments. There were no fatalities, but Red Cross officials say 8 families lost all their belongings and have been temporarily staying at motels. Brittany Hall, a former resident of Building E, says this fire could have been prevented.
If they would listen to us instead of always talking about a work order. And the lady who unit burnt down, I think she previously went to them and told them about her socket caught a fire or something like that previously, and now that happened. But I'm mad. I need somewhere to stay.
We tried speaking with the manager of the apartments, but she declined to comment. Gadsden County Sheriff's Department's Public Information Officer, Ulysses Jenkins, did not want to go on camera, but says the fire was electrical. As you can see behind me, there is burnt clothing and drywall in front of the E building at the Havana Heights apartment where a fire happened a little over a week ago. Sharon Tyler, the executive director for the local chapter of the American Red Cross, says there were over 40 people involved in the fire and the majority of them are children. Now it's about moving forward.
Our client caseworkers work individually with each family to make sure that they've got a recovery plan, and then we work with them on their plans to help them get placed.
I'm Ayana Young for News 20 at 5.
And if you would like to help the displaced residents of Havana Heights Apartments or simply donate to the Capital Area Chapter of American Red Cross, call 850-878-6080.
And coming up on News 20 at 5, find out why classes were canceled at Valdosta State University. We have all that and more coming up. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.